cases, their doctors don't recognize the risk to those patients.
So how did we quietly become a country inundated with pain pills? Some believe it all began when pain was designated the fifth vital sign. When you talk about vital signs, typically someone gets their body temperature measured, their heart rate, their respiratory rate, and their blood pressure. But there was also this push to say the fifth vital sign is pain. Never forget about asking someone about their pain. Do you think that fueled this or helped drive this?
I do. I think physicians around the year 2000 started to get pushed to better manage pain. And the physicians in our culture, that means give out more medication.
So pain becomes a vital sign. Laws are passed liberalizing the use of opioids for more than just cancer or chronic pain patients. That creates new marketing opportunities for aggressive pharmaceutical companies. Doctors prescribe the drugs for legitimate reasons, but also for conditions that can be treated with much milder medications or with therapy. The result? We prescribe enough pain pills to give every man, woman, and child a dose every 4 hours for 3 weeks. Remember, 80% of the world's opioids are used by Americans. 80%? Does that surprise you?
No, because is that a cultural problem? It is cultural. You know, people think, oh, I've got a headache, or I've got this, or my elbow's sore, or whatever. And look, I don't want to minimize. There are a lot of people who live courageous lives in constant pain. But there's no question that since we represent 5% of the world's people, we got no business popping as many pills as we do.
Why is this, do you think, such a distinct American phenomenon?
We like things to happen quickly and instantaneously. It's the McDonald's phenomenon. You can drive through and get your food immediately. Well, the same thing, you can go to the emergency department and get your pain relieved immediately.
Immediate relief, but very little education to the dangers, and lots of questions about the long-term use of opioids. A concern I put to John Castellani. He's president and CEO of the Pharmaceutical Research and Manufacturers of America, which represents and lobbies on behalf of drug manufacturers. Do you know of any studies that actually show people taking narcotics for longer periods of time, other than that would be associated with end-of-life care or terminal cancer, and having positive, consistent results?
What we do know is the feedback that we get from patients and from physicians, and that is where patients are able to manage pain, where with their physician they're able to manage their chronic and acute pain. They have better lifestyles, they have a more robust life.
But remember, there is no good scientific data on the effects of long-term use of high-dose opioids. Do you think we prescribe too many pain medications in this country?
I can't answer that. That has to be a decision between patients and their doctors.
Are these medications addictive or not?
Narcotics? Everything I know is that they are if they're misused. If they're used properly, they are not.
Problem is, misuse is rampant. In 2010, about 12 million Americans reported using painkillers without a prescription or medical need. And that number, every 19 minutes, someone died. The challenge, of course, is finding ways to stop misuse, addiction, and death without cutting off a lifeline.
Life starts to lose some of its meaning when you're in chronic pain.
I have seen her